Hello everybody, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. So this marks our first episode that I'm doing. So happy new year to everybody. This little channel is going to be called Keeping It Real. What we're going to do is a channel designed to debunk myths, tackle taboo topics, provide education, and just keep it real about cosmetic treatments because I think we all need the truth. So I already said Happy New Year, but I'll say it again. Happy New Year. Today's topic, or this whole month, we're going to be talking about tox, baby. So as you might have guessed, when I say tox, I'm talking about neurotoxin. Neurotoxin, otherwise known as botulinum toxin, is what we all call Botox. Botox is the most commonly recognized brand name of neurotoxin. However, you've probably also heard of Dysport, Jeuveau, Xeomin. Those are the ones here that we use in the United States. There's some in other countries, but not FDA approved here. So we won't talk about those. But for the ones that are approved here, those are all that you may have heard. So we're going to tackle those. The main question is, what the heck is the deal with so many neuromodulators or neurotoxins? Well, Botox is trademarked, as you know, and there have been other medical companies that have made botulinum toxin products, otherwise known as the Dysport, the Jeuveau, the Xeomin. Those are all trademarked. We can't call something Botox that already is coined Botox. So that's the reason why they're different names, but they all do the same thing. Some of these products do have an extra protein here, a mixed molecule here, but at the end of the day, they really are all going to do the same thing. The main goal of these products is to target the muscle. Look, I'm trying to move right now. Is to target the muscle that is attached to the skin that creates wrinkles as we animate our face. And the reason why the muscle is attached to the skin in our face is to allow for facial movements, facial expressions. Everywhere else in our body, muscles attached to bone. In our face, muscles attached to skin. So that's a quick little anatomy lesson for you there before we kind of dive into some of the questions that I was going to cover today. I don't know. I wish that you could put a filter on this thing. Anyway, moving forward. Okay, let's see here. One of the questions that I have been asked a lot that I wanted to tackle is I hear people saying, well, I got Botox before, like a long time ago, and then maybe I tried the Dysport or Jeuveau and I feel like it didn't last as long. Okay, so here's the thing with that. These products are just like anything else that you will put into your system. If you've never tried a product before and you're putting it into your system, your muscle's like, oh, hey, what's going on? What is this thing? I haven't had it before. So it may take a little bit longer for your muscle to metabolize through that product. When you start maintaining your Botox or your neurotoxins, hold on, somebody left a request. Let me figure out how to do this. I don't know how to go live with you, Missy. Okay, I don't know how to do that just yet. I'm gonna have to learn. Anyway, I don't want to stop the video if I request to go live with somebody. What was I saying? Oh yes, so if you haven't had the product before, then your body is gonna respond differently. When we start doing it more frequently or maintaining it more frequently, then our body becomes a little bit acclimated to the product. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not effective. It just means that our body's a little bit more acclimated to it. It recognizes the molecule, so it's going to work through that baby a little bit faster. There are other things that happen with our bodies that make the product metabolize faster. Stress. Hello, we just left 2020. Y'all feel me, okay? So stress is going to help increase our metabolism of the product as well. Sweating, working out, just our body's own design. Everybody is different. So we just have to keep those kind of things in mind. And also, we are still aging. every day. I know, it's sad but true. So as we continue to age, our skin becomes really thin, and then it wrinkles because it doesn't have the structure that it used to have. We lose the collagen, our skin gets thin. So wrinkles are coming from all the places, all of it. The skin, thin skin, too much sun damage, genetics. I mean, it's just hitting us from everywhere. So Botox is one of the best ways, or neurotoxins are the best ways to manage it. But anyway, moving on to the actual topic. Let's see, what's another question that I got for the different types of, does one last a little bit longer than the other? I kind of covered that. I do get that question a lot. Does one last longer than the other? So again, not necessarily, but also yes, it can. So it all depends on the way that our molecular makeup likes the neurotoxins molecular makeup. Sometimes it takes a little while to figure out what our jive is, or what the combination is for us that's going to give us the best result. That doesn't mean that just because we find our magic formula that it's not going to change. It will. We are going to continue to age. We're going to continue to develop not really an immunity, but kind of our face gets used to it. Our muscle gets used to it, acclimates to it, right? So just because we've been doing Botox forever doesn't necessarily mean that I can't do any other product. You totally can. It's totally safe and totally okay to use the different types of products. Let's see. I've had Botox before, and the one didn't last as long. I think we just talked about that. Oh, if people want to know what we have in our office. So we do carry Botox, the Botox brand. We carry the Jeuveau, otherwise known as Nutox. That one is going to have a very similar molecular makeup to Botox. And then there's the Dysport. Dysport is a little bit different of a makeup, a little bit of a mixed molecule. So the way that the molecule kind of works in our muscle is, you may have heard me say before, if you've ever been to my clinic, or maybe you've heard another provider say this before, is that the product itself, when injected, it looks like a little bug bite, like a little TB. If you've ever had like a tuberculin shot or something, it kind of bumps up like that. So that's the product sitting on top of the muscle. Now, different neurotoxins will spread through the muscle more. Others are a little bit more precise and don't spread through the muscle. So they require to be administered in a certain way. You can achieve the result that you want with any of the neurotoxin. It just matters how it is used inside of your muscles. So having said that, some people have tried Botox and they feel like Botox feels really heavy in their forehead, and they feel like their lids are really low and it's hard to lift their eyebrows. Like, it looks like it's hard for me to lift my eyebrows right now, but it doesn't feel hard or heavy for me. I have the Jeuveau right now in my face. I love Jeuveau. I use almost 50 units. I treat inside here, I treat here, I treat here, I treat my masseter muscles. So I treat all the places that I can. And I love the Jeuveau, just like I would use any product, but I like the Jeuveau because I've learned how to use the Jeuveau. And for me, particularly, the Jeuveau I don't feel like I have anything at all in my face. I don't feel like I have Botox in my face. I animate kind of just the way that I want to. Maybe I don't have enough animation for some of you guys out there, and that's totally fine. We can always adjust. But it feels more natural in my face. Sometimes when you find yourself with a product that's wearing out a little faster than what you'd like, talk to your provider about it. Don't ever be scared to go back to your provider and talk with them, because we're learning your face. Everybody's face is different. Everybody is different. Our molecular makeup is different. The way that our body's going to metabolize through something is different. So give us an opportunity to work with you and see what's going on, learn the muscle, and kind of adjust as we need. That's the best thing that you can do. It doesn't matter that there's 4 neurotoxins on the market or 10 neurotoxins on the market. What matters is that it's FDA approved to be used here in the United States. You have an injector who knows what they're doing, who will answer your questions and not make you feel like an idiot for asking them. And B, that's a C, that is A, B, and that's a C. and see that it's being injected properly. And that your desires are being met. So that's the main thing between all the different types of neurotoxin. I don't know, hey everybody, I don't know if there's a way you guys can like ask questions for me. If you have any, shoot. I'm happy to ask. I've covered most of the questions that I get from my clients. Oh, look, do you offer PDO threads? Yes, I totally offer PDO threads. That's a separate topic from what we're talking about. However, I do offer them, and I recommend an office consult for the PDO threads because I got to check your skin tissue and make sure that what you want is what we can do. So thank you for that question at the Blueprint Barbie. That's cute. Okay, let's see. Last couple little things I want to say that I feel like are important to know while I have your attention. Just like anything else that we put in our bodies, we can acclimate to neurotoxin. So if sometimes you have to use Botox your whole life and you need to change it up, change it up. It's not going to hurt you. It's not a big deal. Second thing, our face is going to continue to age, like I mentioned. So we may need to adjust the way that we do our neurotoxins. We may need to do something different sometimes than we have done in the past. That's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like having to change an antibiotic or something like that. It's just the way it is. And let's see. Also, third thing, and very, very important. I know everybody here has heard of the saying, protect your investment. These Botox treatments or neurotoxin treatments are our investment, and they're oftentimes not very cheap. So what I recommend on how you get a longer lasting treatment, even if that means 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, how I recommend that you get a longer lasting treatment and how you can keep the aging process at bay is a good skincare line. We have to protect our skin because we're going to continue to lose collagen. We have to hold on to that collagen, and we have to protect our skin with sunscreen, vitamin C's. That's what keeps our collagen lasting a little bit longer. And anything we can do that's going to help stimulate collagen, do that thing. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what I have for you today on our very first Keeping It Real topic about tox. In 2 weeks and 2 Tuesdays, I'm going to keep along the same vein of let's talk about tox, baby. And I'm going to hit up a different avenue of Botox. Oh wait, I have one more question. Can you get Botox if you have been using Retin-A? Yes, you sure can. So Retin-A sometimes can't, well, if it's just, yeah, you can. So if you're talking Retin-A like Accutane, that's a no. That's a hard no. If you're talking Accutane like Retin-A like a topical Retin-A or maybe an oral Retin-A, I definitely check with your dermatologist about oral Retin-As. But for topical Retin-As, yeah, you can. Sometimes the skin is a little sensitive to Retin-A, so if we inject, like rubbing with alcohol might make it sensitive because we have to clean the area, and sometimes even injecting might make it a little bit more sensitive. So you might have like some redness lasting a little bit longer, but that's normal. That might be the only thing, but yeah, you can get Botox when you're using Retin-A. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you guys for your questions. Let me look back and see if I didn't miss anything. Thank you for your participation. I look forward to bringing more of these topics to you guys, and I look forward to collaborating and working together and keeping it real, all the way real. Okay, thanks guys.